Hello and welcome to Megatrip, the travel channel that inspires you to adventure. And this time on Megatrip, you join me here in China, in the glorious megacity of Shanghai. Now, probably not getting the best view of it just yet, but we're going to go and explore. I'm here with Liz, my long-suffering partner, and she's not with us today though. She is off getting her teeth done, a little bit of medical tourism for her. So, what am I going to do? I'm going to wander around and give you some of my first impressions of this city of Shanghai. So, here's what's coming up on this episode of Megatrip. But like I said this morning, I'm just taking a bit of an opportunity to have a bit of a wander. I am British, so of course I have to talk about the weather. An economic powerhouse. OFS, yeah. So we flew in, 2 nights ago now, in from Dubai. Nice to get out of Dubai, I'm not gonna lie. It's the first time we've traveled since everything started there. But nice, smooth journey, other than a little bit of a delay on the plane. And we landed, and my first impressions of this city of Shanghai are, it is like the movies. So far we've kind of seen the Bund and some skylines, and I'll show you all that in another video. But it is cyberpunk, it is super cool, and I didn't really know what to expect. I haven't travelled much in China. I have been to Beijing, but first time in Shanghai. Luckily, like I said, I am here with Liz, and she knows this city pretty well. She lived here for a while, so a bit of insight. But like I said this morning, I'm just taking a bit of an opportunity to have a bit of a wander, get some first impressions, and check out the second tallest building in the world. Familiar with the first? We'll get on to the second. Anyway, come with me, enjoy, cue the music. So, I'm just wandering through the streets of Shanghai right now. I kind of know where I'm going. There's something I want to go look at while I've got an hour or two. But I thought let's start with some facts about Shanghai. If you don't know, it is a mega city. It is a proper city. You can tell that as I landed. I think the population of the Shanghai area right now is about 24.85 million people, and that is actually deliberate. That is a capped population number by the government here, and they are trying to keep the population down to under 25 million all the way to 2035. So what that means is this is a true mega city, and you can feel it. It is bustling. We'll talk a bit more about the history in some other episodes that I'm going to be filming. But yeah, it feels real. It feels real. You can tell this place has been here for a while. Lots of folks out on bicycles, scooters, cars, an awful lot of really quite amazing Chinese car brands here. We got a Zeekr 9 last night, absolutely super cool. So, I'll check back in with some more stats in a bit. Well, if you didn't know, I am British, so of course I have to talk about the weather. Here in Shanghai, what's the weather like? Well, it's a tropical climate, I guess, or a subtropical climate. You might be able to tell I am sweaty. It is hot, it is humid, it's May, just to give you an idea of what type of year we're in. Yeah, but it is sticky. And maybe it's not as hot as I feared. It's certainly not as hot as Dubai, where I live these days. It's probably 30 degrees today, but wandering around, definitely getting a bit of sweat on. And that humidity, that moisture in the air is really going to impact what we're going to look at. But I hope, in a really cool way. Let's go check it out. Shanghai isn't just big or massive when it comes to population. It is also an economic powerhouse. So 2025, the GDP of Shanghai was about 5.67 trillion RMB, trillion with a T. If you think in US dollars, that translates to about 800 billion. It has the highest GDP of any city in China. And I guess that kind of makes sense when you walk around. There are, yes, there's some old, quaint French colonial areas for sure, but there are massive megastructures, mega buildings that we're going to go look at here in Megatrip. And it is a huge, huge place. Really, really impressive so far. Absolutely loving it. Okay then, Megatrippers, so we're kind of getting to where I wanted to be. We are heading into the financial district in Pudong. And this whole area, believe it or not, this whole area where I'm standing today was just farmland back as recently as 1990. And I've actually come here because of 3 specific buildings, and I am braving the humidity, as you can see from my face. And I've come here for 3 buildings. And the 3 buildings here are, well, let's start with the big gun. Shanghai Tower, 2nd tallest building in the world, twisting into the sky. 632 meters. The tallest building in China, 2nd tallest building on the planet. Like I said, beat only by the Burj Khalifa. Now, the next one, all within this 1 square block in the city, is this guy here. Locally, it's known as the Syringe. It's actually called Jinmao, and it is 88 floors high. And do you know why 88 floors? Well, because 8 is a lucky number here in China. And then finally, the one I think that gets quite a lot of press, right behind me, and you can't quite see the key feature where I am from here, is the financial center, the World Financial Center here in Shanghai, colloquially known as the bottle opener, because it has, well, a bottle opener shaped shaped orifice on the top. We'll try and get a few more nice shots for you as we wander around the very, very sweaty Pudong here in Shanghai, here in China. And then, dear Megatripper, I need to go get a cold drink. As I'm wandering around here in Pudong, Shanghai, it is absolutely crazy to think that just 35 years ago, this whole area, all of it, was agricultural farmland, rice fields, paddy fields here in Shanghai. But now look at it. This modern cyberpunk metropolis. I think that kind of tells you the story of China. Those of you who are as old as me remember when China was just known for cheap imports, communism, and now it is a very, very different place. It's definitely somewhere I think I'm going to have to explore a little bit more over the next few years. But if this is anything to go by, I am really going to enjoy my trip here in Shanghai. You can see the Pearl TV tower behind me as well. It is hot, it is sticky, and that leads to those clouds that the buildings reach up into, really creating a dramatic view. It's actually kind of what I hoped for when I was coming here. It is beautiful. I didn't expect Shanghai to be beautiful, but it is that. Right, let's go get a drink before I absolutely melt. Whew. Sweaty. All right. So let's stop and get a drink. I have come into the bottom of the financial centre. And like a lot of places here in Shanghai, a little shopping mall, food court, and of course ubiquitous Lawson. So, time to get myself a nice cold bottle of tea, I think. And that is one thing you can see plenty of here in China, just like many Southeast Asian places. So let's see what they got. Absolutely spoiled for choice, as you would expect, but they do have my absolute favourite, which I've got no idea what it's called, and actually we drink this in Dubai, but here you go. If you're ever in China and you see this, get yourself a bottle of this stuff. Absolutely delicious. But the reason I'm actually filming this is we're going to pay. Now, a lot of people say that paying for goods in China can be difficult. And yeah, sure it can, but let me show you how easy it actually is. You grab your thing, you come up to the pay machine, you'll be used to this, give it a quick scan, and then the actual payment bit. So, as you'd expect, the price, that's probably about, in English money, about, oh I don't know, less than £1. Press the buttons. Now this is the bit where everyone gets confused, I think. So the important thing here is before you come, you download Alipay and you link your account, and then you go into it. I'm just going to show you it now before I get the QR code. You go in, you hit pay and receive. Hide my QR code from you so you can't use that. And then you literally just scan it at the front. And hopefully, if all goes well, that's it. Payment successful. And you have yourself a nice cold tea beverage here in Shanghai. Okay, Megatrippers, I hope you're enjoying this little look around Pudong here in Shanghai. If you are, please do give me a little like down below. If you've got something to say, if I've got something wrong, and actually, honestly, if you've got any tips for Shanghai, please do drop me a comment down below. And then most importantly, please, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button just down there at the bottom of this video, the little bell icon. It costs you absolutely nothing, but what it does do is it means you can get a little alert every time I drop new content like this, traveling around the world. Like I said, it costs you nothing, and it really, really helps the channel. Right, back to the video. So that is Pudong done. We will wander on now, back to meet up with Liz. I'm going to jump on the metro, the Shanghai Metro, the famous Shanghai Metro. Now, I don't know how many lines it is, but it is absolutely massive. I had a quick look at the map earlier, and it is, if you think London, you think New York, nothing. I would guess it's probably about 30 different lines traveling throughout the city. Nicely air conditioned, nicely maintained, and pretty nice stations. So if you are coming here, I think there's probably a temptation to get taxis everywhere, and absolutely, right? Didi, I'll talk about Didi another time, but Didi is like the Uber, if you like, of Shanghai. Inexpensive, great service, really pretty good. But don't be afraid to get the metro. I got a ticket down here today, about 20-minute journey from where we're staying, and it cost all of, I think, about 9 RMB. So that's probably about $1.20, about £1.90, something like that. My conversion might be a little off, but dive in, get the metro. It's not bad at all. We'll have a little look at it when we get down there. So in a classic Megatrip muck up, that wasn't actually a metro station at all. In fact, there isn't a metro station, or not one that I could find, in that area of Shanghai, in the financial district in Pudong. So I looked it up on the map. It's about a 20-minute walk to where I need to be. The sun is shining, it is baking hot, but you know what? I'm gonna walk, and I will leave you, I guess, with a little video of what that walk looked like, so you can get a little bit of my experience here in Shanghai. But just before I do, a quick reminder, if you've enjoyed this video, give it a little like, a little thumbs up, leave me a comment about what you think about what else I should be doing here in Shanghai. And of course, you've watched to the end. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Make sure you get a notification for the next video. And more importantly, join me next time here on Megatrip.